Welcome to the driver's seat and the launch of the all-new Hyundai Kona. We're in Kona, why not, to launch this very important vehicle for Hyundai. Just a few years ago, Hyundai had one of the worst mixes of light trucks to passenger vehicles. Now, they have one of the better ones thanks to the addition of this new sub-compact crossover, which competes with such vehicles as the Honda HR-V, Toyota C-HR, and Mazda CX-3, just to name a few. Hyundai intended this to be a fun vehicle, as you could see from the colors. We also have a bright red and green. They also added these nice fender flares to give it kind of a rugged look. They don't market it as a rugged off-road vehicle, but it's more than capable. And the fact that it's available in all-wheel drive should be a pleasant surprise to customers in the Northeast. In recent years, we've seen Hyundai's new design language, which is highlighted by the cascading grille. What we haven't seen are the day running lights up top, and here are the headlights. So a very aggressive look, a little similar to the Jeep Cherokee, but I think a much better execution. Base model Konas will receive a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine producing 147 horsepower. But most of the upgraded models are going to get this one, a 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine producing 175 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. We're driving it all day and it's more than capable. Fuel economy on both is a combined 30 miles per gallon. You're going to get a 6-speed traditional Steptronic transmission on the base 2-liter engine, and on this 1.6 you get a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. It's a dry clutch, so it feels more like a automatic manual, but it really works, and it's all about fuel efficiency, and you get performance too. Let's take a quick look at the interior of the all-new Kona. As you can see, it's a very spacious cabin. Good use of materials. Everything in this segment is going to have kind of the relatively cheap plastic, but I think Kona does a better job than the rest. When you look at the gauge cluster, you have a lot of information in the multi-information display between the tachometer and the speedometer. Great steering wheel, nice and thick, very comfortable, very well thought out. Apple CarPlay, I think it's a must in this segment, but a lot of vehicles like the Toyota C-HR, for example, don't have it. And what we have here is wireless charging, very important. This is my favorite. It's the DCT transmission. A lot of other vehicles in this segment, like the C-HR, like the HR-V, have a CVT. It's whiny, it's noisy, and you still get great fuel economy with this car, but you don't have to give up the great driving dynamics. And last but not least, I like the use of the matte gray finish versus the piano black, which tends to show a lot of dirt and fingerprints. Seats are very comfortable. This is a great cabin to spend time in. Very impressed with the Kona. I like how it drives. It's very comfortable. We spent the whole day behind the wheel and no sign of driver fatigue here. Also impressed with the fuel economy. We mentioned in the opening about the posted fuel economy is 30 miles per gallon combined. Well, that was for the front wheel drive. The all-wheel drive, which is what we're driving today, is a combined 27, and we're averaging well over 30. That's exciting news. When you can get 10% better than what the manufacturer states, you're doing all right. I like the safety features in the Kona. They have an option for a head-up display. It's not built into the windshield like some of the more expensive luxury cars, but it does have a nice shield that comes up and you can tuck it away when you don't want to use it. You have your speed there so you can focus on the road. In the event you lose your focus on driving and maybe let your hands off the steering wheel, as you can see, you'll get a nice alert, and the Kona will actually bring you back into your lane thanks to Lane Keep Assist. There's a whole suite of safety features known as Smart Sense. Hyundai, like other car companies in this segment, are definitely catering towards younger buyers, young families, and that makes a lot of sense. But the reality is a lot of older empty nesters are also going to be buying this car for different reasons, and also for some of the same reasons. The bottom line is this vehicle is inexpensive to buy, starting price under 20, loaded up that we're driving today, all-wheel drive with everything, still under $30,000. It's inexpensive to own. It has a great warranty, 10-year, 100,000 miles, and it actually looks good. It's a fun car. It's easy to live with this car on a day-to-day basis. Great cargo capacity. Speaking of which, it doesn't have the best. That belongs to the HR-V in the segment, but it certainly doesn't have the worst, which is the CX-3 at about 12 cubic feet. This one is just around 20 cubic feet, which is very respectable and actually comes into third place in the whole segment. So you're not going to be short on space. If you are in the market for a vehicle in this segment, which is a booming segment, I urge you to go drive as many of the competitors as you can and then drive the Kona. You'll notice just how well contented this is, how much more bang for the buck you get, but also little things like this DCT. I don't think it's a little thing, I think it's a big thing. The DCT dual clutch transmission is so much better, so much quieter, so much more responsive than the CVT that Honda and Toyota use. Please go drive them and then let me know what you think. A lot of detail went into this vehicle and it shows. Kudos to Hyundai, job well done. It's rare that a new model enters a segment and dominates, but that is exactly what I think the Kona is going to do. When you look at the price proposition, starting price under $20,000, the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, and all the content you get with this Kona, it's hands down the best vehicle to buy in this segment. I'm Ron Doran. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on The Driver's Seat.